California of the past.
I am California of the past. I am California of the past.
My name is Yuri Kaneda, and I was born in a small town called Tomidahama, Japan in 1960. My earliest memories of Japan are my grandparents' house, where I lived for a year before coming to the United States. My cousins and I had a great time getting into mischief beyond the watchful eye of my stern grandmother. The yard was large for Japanese standards and had a wonderful koi pond with a stone bridge over which we would light our sparklers during the Samu Matsuri festivals. I remember all the delicious foods that were sold by the street vendors. Corn cobs with soy sauce, sweet barbecued mochi sticks, and of course the teriyaki chicken, which known there is yakitori. My grandmother and my auntie were both wonderful cooks, but my mother was not so good, and I knew that from the time that I was very young. I came to the United States with my mother when I was 4 years old to join my father as he finished seminary in Oberlin, Ohio. I remember seeing tall Americans and the multi-ethnic preschool children as I struggled to learn a new language and new customs. I remember my first experience of American snacks of graham crackers and orange juice. I didn't always like the foods that were served, but eating graham crackers today still reminds me of preschool. I spent the next 3 years in western Nebraska in a small farming community called Hemingford. There was only one class per grade, so everyone knew everyone. I had friends who lived on a farm, and I often got to spend the night with them and help them collect eggs from the chicken coop in the morning and ride a combine. I remember the chickens that would become dinner later. We ate from the farm and everything there was fresh. We then moved to Springfield, Illinois, which was a bigger community, but still we were the only Japanese family in the entire town. There, I learned to eat good Midwestern barbecue, traditional Thanksgiving turkey, and of course, Kentucky Fried Chicken. We made the trek a few times a year to either Chicago, Illinois or St. Louis, Missouri to eat at a Japanese restaurant or buy Japanese groceries. When I was 15, my father became the pastor of an ethnic Japanese American church in San Diego, California. All I knew about California was that there were movie stars, Disneyland, and beaches. After spending 11 years in the Midwest, we made the cross-country trek from snowy Illinois in December of 1975 to the sun of San Diego. What a culture shock. The weather was warmer by 40 or 50 degrees, and the people were so colorful. Puka shells were the rage back then, as were the hang ten surfer look. Hawaiian shirts and sundresses were the normal attire at school. The kids were of many ethnicities, Asians, Filipinos, Hispanics, blacks, and whites. My world became a rainbow. I had friends who would invite me to their homes where the food was even better. I was introduced to Mexican carne asada burritos, homemade tamales, to Filipino lumpia and pancit, and even to uniquely Japanese-American food such as spam musubis. My palate was broadened and refined. Not only was California warm and welcoming, it was absolutely delicious.